Love this podcast? Support this show through the Acast supporter feature. It's up to you how much you give, and there's no regular commitment. Just hit the link in the show description to support now.
Welcome to the Apollo Audio Podcast.
Hello, Happy New Year.
And Happy New Year from the Apollo Audio Podcast. Yes, it's the first week. Our week's gone already. We've only got 51 weeks left of the year.
Oh, Christ. Let's go hurry up. We'll double up.
Someone will put somewhere how many days it is till Christmas.
Yeah.
It'll be like something
no,
stupid
like that already.
Under 300 or something. It can't be.
How many did we do last year? We got beat last year now.
Oh, we did 40-something episodes. I think.
That's quite good.
I can't remember the exact, but it was over 40.
Okay, we're on track then.
I can't remember. Oh yeah, we've definitely got time.
Yeah.
Who knows? We might do bonus episodes this year.
Yes.
That would be a change.
That'd be cool.
But yeah, I mean, in reality, it's going to be pretty much the same as it was last year. But this is season 3.
But better.
Be the same, but better. That's right.
Yes.
We should be better.
Yes,
we know what
we're doing now.
The beginning of this doesn't suggest that we have learned anything from anything before.
Did you have a good...
In fact, we haven't learned anything because we've forgotten to do the thing we're supposed to do at the beginning of every podcast.
Name ourselves.
Which is, hi, I'm Martin Lumsden. I'm the producer and engineer. This is the Apollo Audio Podcast, and I'm with, as always...
Billy Hills, owner of Apollo Audio and Martin's right-hand man. That's a new one.
Martin's right-hand man.
Did you have a good Christmas?
It's very much a collaboration. Very much a collaboration. I did have a good Christmas, actually. I was, mainly nursing people who were ill.
Oh, yeah. And then you was ill.
And then, I got it after everyone else was better and after Christmas was all over. Yeah. Then I got ill.
Yeah.
And no one's paid any attention to me at all. It's just been...
I'll look after you.
Just got to look after myself. But actually, it was good. It was spent with family.
Get any musical gifts?
And it was very nice. Got very few gifts actually, because mainly the gifts go to the kids these days.
Yeah.
So no, I didn't. Did I get any musical gifts? I bought myself the Wolf Alice album.
Oh, nice. Yeah.
That was my sort of gift to myself. And we did play at Christmas. We played this really surprisingly fun game. I can't remember what it's called, Hitmaker or something like that. Yeah. Just a quiz game, music-based quiz game. The idea of it being, the main premise is that you have to create a timeline. So you play a song, or the system plays a song, and you have to guess or know who the artist is and what the song is. But that's only part of the quiz. The point of it is to create a timeline. So you say, that song came out in 1982. That song came out in 2001. So you create a timeline of when the songs came out, and if the team that you're playing against or the people you're playing against think that you've put it in the wrong place, they can challenge your place and steal your year. If they think,
really
if you think it was before 1980 and it was actually after 1980, and you say no, that was before, and so it's quite fun. It took a little bit of kind of going, because it was late in the day and there were some elderly people there who were going, I don't understand. But once we got in to it was pretty good, and the quirk that's quite good, it's all done on a QR code. So you zap the QR code and it plays the track off Spotify.
Oh, that's so cool.
So
what's it called
it's
again?
Easy. I think it's called Hitmaker or Hitsville or something.
This sounds like a sponsor. We should get money off
We should get them on. But it actually was really good fun. I mean, I guess I liked it most because I won both times.
Yeah, of course. It's basic, really.
So then it was my favourite game.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was good fun. How was yours?
Good. I got my Evil Empire album. My favourite albums.
I thought you were going to say I got my Evil Empire started.
Yeah. Well, maybe. I got that. That was really good. A really thoughtful one for a Secret Santa. I got. They saw my Spotify Wrapped, or Charlotte must have done, and one of her aunties got me a poster with all the albums on it. It was really cool.
Oh,
so
nice.
I put that up at
That's
home.
cool.
And then just.
So they must have had to make that themselves.
Yeah. It was really cool, really thoughtful.
Nice.
Yeah.
I like that.
Yeah,
That's
girlfriend's auntie got me the best present.
That's really cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, well done, Andy.
And then now we've got we've got quite a collection of vinyls now.
Yeah.
We've treated ourselves, me and Charlotte, to a vinyl desk at home. We're going to have it in the front room and all. So it looks cool. All our favourite albums in the front room. We said we might even have one here, mightn't we? We might bring one to the studio.
Yeah, I've actually got a spare one. It's just because it's an old one. it kind of requires quite a bit of installation to make
Yeah.
it. Like, you can't just run it by itself. You know,
Yeah.
like these days you can buy turntables that you just plug into a speaker
Yeah.
and it's fine, or even Bluetooth.
Yeah.
This one does not work that way because it's old-fashioned.
Wow.
You have to wind it up by hand. No, you don't.
The gramophone.
Yes, like one of those. There's a small dog that I have to position in front of the speaker to make it work. No, but it does need an amp and speakers. And, well, once you've got the amp, you can put the speakers in. But I just have to think about how to put it in. But yeah, I think just like you said, we've been making a bit of effort around... Because it's always... One of the things that's nice about this place is that generally people say, oh, it's got a really good vibe. And I think we've just sort of... leveraged that a little bit more over the last couple of months. It's just like, it's got a good vibe. Let's just make it a better vibe.
Yeah, I've been posting over the socials about over Christmas, doing a bit of a revamp to the studio. So we've got all our new drum stalls, we've got a new drum kit in, update the amps and everything. Got all AC units in all the rooms now, so it's nice and warm over the winter months.
Yeah, nice and cool during the summer months.
Yes, exactly. But it's both ways. Vocal booth is now cleared and used for everyday use. We've got a nice big storage cupboard in room 3, full of all drum bits if people want to use as well, stalls, spare amps and that. And the control room's looking really cool, vibey. We've got some new desk equipment, got some new lights, some plants, some posters. It just looks cool, doesn't it?
Oh, well, I was very impressed because not only have you got plants, but you've got like solar lights to keep them healthy.
Yeah, well, basically, Mrs. Van Hague saw me light. I don't know if that was actually her. I went to Van Hague's and I said, I've got a room with no lights. She said, these are made for, just water them once a month.
Nice.
And they've already started dying. So I've had to go I've had to start going to IKEA. These are going to go home and I'm going to get some fake ones in. But they've got ones that look exactly the same.
Yeah.
But it's annoying.
Yeah, why would that? I think it's just maybe been a bit cold.
Yeah, I don't know. But yeah, come over, look. It looks really cool now. I think it looked cool anyway, but we've got some new posters up. Yeah. Better equipment, and yeah, being a good start to 2025, really. We've got some good recordings coming up.
Yeah, we've got
26, sorry, I said 25.
I know, it's easy mistake to make. What year are we? But yeah, we've got a couple of album projects already scheduled in. Some tracking happening this weekend and single project. I think I was counting up the other day. I think there's already 6 studio projects that are already
that's cool.
Either in motion or about to start. Yeah. And it's 7 days into the year. Cool. So that's good. So we want to speak to you people.
I'm recording with you on Saturday night with
more.
Eponine. We're doing a little cover. We're having a social media marketing day as well, aren't we? We've got Sam Roper in recording stuff. That'd be cool.
It's going to be a good... See, that's the thing I love about it. It's like you get the job done, but it's good fun at the same time.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. What a place to be. It's fantastic. What have you been listening to over last 2 or 3 weeks?
Geese, which we'll come to.
Apart from the ones that we've made.
I've been listening to a lot of podcasts, and I was going to ask you about... I love Rick Beato. Beato. We should get him in one day. And did you watch his video about the... Because it's the Oscars coming up. We should probably do a bit more research and talk about it next week. But it compared, I think it was the 1984 Oscars. Yeah. Compared to the 2020, because they do it a year in advance, so it'll be 2025. Yeah. This one coming up. And in 1984, or whenever it was beaten by Michael Jackson. Let me get it up. It was the most ridiculous, for Song of the Year.
Are we talking about... No, we're not talking about Oscars. We're talking Grammys.
Grammys, yeah. And it's just like every single song... It's still played on heavy rotation today, and the ones that are coming up now, was it? Yeah, it was
because we did speak about Grammys. I think we did do a bit about Grammys last year, so we definitely will. We'll properly have a look at the Grammys.
So this was nominations for Song of the Year in 1984. It was "Every Breath You Take," Please, "All Night Long," Lionel Richie, "Beating" Michael Jackson, "Billie Jean" Michael Jackson, and "Maniac" by Michael Cimbello. Maniac.
That's from Flashdance.
Yeah. And how ridiculous is that? All in 1 year. And they did the one this year. Yeah. It's just... you could just tell they're not going to be known in 2 years' time. Are they going to be on heavy rotation?
Can you tell that, though?
Oh, I don't know. They don't seem like...
that's because I think that's always a challenging thing. You think, oh, these ones won't last. You think, well, turns out they did. But, I know where you're coming from.
But it just doesn't... I don't know. Maybe because I don't like... It just seems...
What are they? Give me some names. Give me some tracks.
Upcoming Grammy.
Or maybe even more interestingly, what was last year's Grammy winners? Are they still around?
Oh no, it is 2026. So we've got Lady Gaga,
Yeah.
Doshi.
Okay. What's the Doji song? Is it?
So Lady Gaga's Abracadabra.
Yeah, okay.
Dochi's Anxiety, which
That-
is
see-
a cover of a cover.
Yeah, and it's also been knocking around for about 5 years, I think.
Yeah. Rose and Bruno Mars, Apata.
Oh,
Bad
that's
Bunny, DTMF.
Yeah.
And then this K-pop Demons one. I couldn't believe that one.
I mean, it's been a massive,
Yeah.
massive hit. So I don't suppose that's a surprise given the scale of its commercial success.
Yeah. Yeah, but does commercial mean good? We've had that conversation, haven't we? And then,
I mean, I'm not surprised it's
Yeah.
in there as
Yeah.
whatever, but yeah.
and then Kendrick Lamar and SZA Luther, which is probably a one I like the most. But again, I just don't think it's any of their
Was
best.
the Bruno Mars Lady Gaga, was that last year, the Die With A Smile?
Yeah, that was a good song.
Yeah. See, that's sort of been...
And Man Child Sabrina Carpenter.
just keeps playing and playing
And
and
then
playing.
probably one of the best, Billie Eilish, Wildflower. I like Billie Eilish. She's a bit different and cool. But
It's so hard to tell. I mean, I'm not so much with songs, but I guess there are... I'm just trying to think of examples of songs that you might have thought at the time, oh, that'll never last.
yeah,
And then it actually did. Because nostalgia is an interesting...
yeah,
You know, the way we sort of reframe things. There's a phrase for it. It's success bias or something like that.
Yeah.
Like we only remember the things that work, and we
Yeah.
think, oh, it can't carry on like that. And I guess when Billie Jean and like Thriller and that, they'd been around for sort of a few months before
Yeah.
that, before it being the Grammys. You go, yeah, I know that these are successful, popular, everyone's into it. I guess at the time, I know you're right. Maniac, Flashdance. That song, everybody knows it. It's knocked around for ages. You'll
Yeah.
hear it on loads of things, partly because it was attached to that movie and it was attached to a clip from the movie, which was very famous and has continued. But honestly, if you'd asked me who sang it, I wouldn't have said Michael Sembello until you said it just now.
no, I was surprised about that one.
So whose the name is. So, and I think, 1984, you go, oh, you will be listening to this in 40 years' time.
Yeah.
Really? What was Rick Beato's take on it then? Songs
He
aren't
was
as good as
just-
they used to be.
Basically, and I agree with him.
Well,
But so last year's nominations are Not Like Us by Kendrick Lamar. I hate that song.
Yep.
Cannot stand that one. Probably even worse song is Everybody at the Bar Getting Tipsy. One of the worst songs ever made. Cannot stand that song. It's awful. Birds of a Feather, great song.
Yeah.
Die with a Smile, that was probably a good song.
Yeah, and see that's a song that you can see that's going to stay on rotation. That
Yeah,
song because
yeah.
it's one of those. How would you describe it? It's sort of classic.
Yeah,
or
yeah,
classy,
it's got that sound, yeah.
Or everything about it is kind of this one. It sounds like it could have been made last month or 20 years ago.
Yeah. Fortnight by Taylor Swift and Post Malone, no idea. Good Luck Babe, Chapel Roan. Charlotte will like that one. Please, 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 Sabrina Carpenter.
It was massive. I mean, these are massive songs. Whether they'll stay around. For
And
years.
Texas Hold'em, Beyonce.
Yeah, it's partly because the culture is so different
It is so different.
that that it's just
That depresses
the,
me.
The ubiquitousness of songs is less. I mean, I'm sure you'll be like you and I know most of those songs.
Yeah. But
There
there's
will
no...
be other people who will go like, I've never even heard a Sabrina Carpenter song, or I don't know who the hell is Chapel Roan. Oh, and you guys, really? You've never heard of them? But yeah, it's so easy to avoid it.
There must be a great ska song or a metal song or like an all-out hip-hop song or a classical song. Why are they all of the same sort of genre?
I think America and the Grammys. Have I got any evidence to back this up? Maybe not. I think they're pretty mainstream.
Yeah.
I think if you go back through the Grammys, they're probably already objecting themselves about the fact that there's very little representation outside of sort of pop mainstream.
Yeah.
But they have all these. The thing about the Grammys as well is they have all these different categories all over the place.
Yeah. Oh, I'm looking at
And
the
I think it
book.
was a surprise. Was it not last year? Was that not the Grammys that Beyonce won Best Album for Cowboy Carter?
Yeah, probably, yeah.
And I think she'd never won Best Album before.
Yeah.
And then she was like, well, why am I winning it for this one?
Yeah.
And it did feel, not that it's a bad album or anything like that, but it did feel it was a bit like, well, we better give it. And it makes us look good as well, because it's, black country.
But then you're looking at stuff, they always give it to like the heritage acts. Like, Best Rock Album was the Rolling Stones album. No, it wasn't. They're just the biggest band. Fontaine's DC's album, new band should be getting it. Like Idols and stuff like that were also nominated. The Beatles somehow won Best Rock Performance.
Oh yeah, because that was Now and Then, wasn't it? That track.
Yeah,
that
but
came
that
out.
just shouldn't happen. It should be like promoting new music.
It shouldn't happen. Not only because it shouldn't happen because the Beatles didn't even exist as a band when that came out, but also it's not that good.
No, exactly.
It's good,
Yeah,
but it's not that good.
amount of time like Metallica have won it just because they're like a big name and stuff like
Yeah.
that. There's been such better albums in recent years. And they just always give it to like the big names.
It's
and I
always
don't
a
get
challenge.
it.
The Brits are as bad. I don't know if are there any award ceremonies that kind of get this right. I think they used to say the Mercury Award was a little bit
Yeah, because I think
more
it's newer
eclectic
talent. Yeah.
and new talent. But even then, I mean, I think Pulp were nominated for the Mercury Award last year.
Oh, really?
Which fair enough. It's a new album. They haven't done one out for a while, but they're not exactly a new edge act, are they?
No.
Pulp. They're a heritage act now, even if they're bringing out new stuff. What's your jacket
sorry.
covering your microphone? Yeah, I find stuff like that. I think we said this even a year ago that sort of there's albums by The Cure that came out not last year, but the year before.
Yeah.
And it's in the sort of list of best albums of the year.
Yeah.
You're going, is that because it's the best album, one of the best albums of the year, or because it's The Cure?
Cure, yeah. I was going to say something. I really forgot. It'll come back to me. That's really annoying.
It's good content.
Just pause it here.
I can't remember what I was going to
Pause
say.
it. It's so annoying. I had a really good point. And we'll come back to it.
About bands, yeah. No, it's all the big names that always get these awards.
Oh, that's what I say. Jules Holland.
Oh, yeah.
Did you watch it?
What, the Hootenanny?
Yeah.
I did not.
Oh my God, Ronnie Wood. Just
Oh,
put
was
that-
Ronnie Wood on it?
Put
Good
down
old Ron.
the guitar, Ronnie. Bless him. It was like one of the opening ones, and I love Olivia Dean, but she was great.
Yeah.
And it just seems to be like the same sort of every year. And I was like, how cool would it be? I know I come from a different world to that.
Yeah.
But how cool would it be to see like a rock band just go on there and just like rip up the script rather than just like your big band stuff, same every year.
Yeah.
It had like the Kooks. The Kooks have probably haven't been relevant in the last 10 years. They did a new song that no one. It was just a bit like,
No one will have heard.
yeah.
The Kooks were 2005, 2006, I think, was their first album.
Yeah,
So they're a 20-year-old band,
yeah,
and they're probably still being treated as if they're new.
yeah.
That's
They
what
do
bug-
look the part, to be fair.
That's what bugs me about bands
Yeah.
like that. Is it like, it's one of the new indie bands?
Yeah.
So the Kooks have been around for 20 years.
Yeah.
It's nonsense.
Another thing that really annoys me, I know, again, come from a different world, so I don't really understand. But they had the big band, like orchestra band.
Yeah.
Why do they all need sheet music? If you play in a rock band, you remember the songs. Why have they got to have sheet music in front of them? Just remember it. Even the drummer had stuff in front of him. Laziness. Why is it different?
Why is it? The thing is, I know there's an answer to that, but I'm not going to try and pretend
But
that I
why?
know, pretend
There's
that I
probably
know
just
the
as
answer to
complicated
that.
like rock songs and like prog songs.
Yeah, but rock bands play their own songs, right?
Yeah.
Whereas like that band will be like, what are we playing tonight? And it'll be something different from
Do
what
your
they
homework.
played from what they played the
Yeah.
previous night.
Yeah.
And it's not necessarily they don't know it.
Yeah.
Like,
Just something to rely
could you
on.
play it without sheet music? Yeah,
Probably.
but yeah,
Yeah.
it's a good point though.
Yeah.
There is a relevance
Right
to
in.
that.
If you play with Jules Holland, write in.
I have. Yeah. Why do you need sheet music?
Yeah.
But it is a thing. There's a type of music that always uses music.
Yeah.
The thing. I did the one of the shows at the like Saturday Night Fever at the show at the theatre last year, and I'm sure that they were all using sheet music. Kind of fair enough. They're doing this may be the answer. They're doing 3 nights, and then after that 3 nights, they're moving on to another gig.
Yeah.
But I wouldn't be surprised if the band that's playing, let's say Moulin Rouge or Les Mis, that's playing at in the West End every night, and they're playing it every night for a year.
Yeah.
They'll still have the music in
So,
front
yeah.
of them.
I'm just jealous of
that's
their
a- so that's a fair point.
There's probably a lot of depths, and they go in and out or whatever. You can cover it. So
Yeah, I'd say it more than likely will be that they're playing a different thing
Yeah.
every night, sort of thing.
But not Jules Holland. You'd be ready for Jules Holland, wouldn't you? I've been being embarrassed.
You'd
about
have
the shit
enough
of
time
Jules
to
Holland.
prepare,
Yeah.
I suppose. But it must be something to do with just the.
I can't
why?
imagine Jules calls him up last minute. You've got to play
I don't know
tonight.
why? Maybe it's a way. I don't know why. It's a good question, actually. It is a good question. There's probably someone will say, "Well, this is the reason," and you go, "Yeah, but you could still learn it, though." couldn't you?"
Yeah.
I don't know. It's very good. No, I didn't watch the Jules Holland thing. Just you mentioning Ronnie Wood. I was reading a thing this morning from Mojo magazine that was about the most anticipated albums of 2026. This list was ridiculous because it started with Paul McCartney, and then, to your point, then the Rolling Stones, that they might have new music out, then Blondie.
Really?
Other ones that were on this list were like Bob Dylan. I was like, where are you pitching your magazine? These are the most anticipated albums. It's like these are all albums from people who are on like their 90th album or something ludicrous. How anticipated could it possibly be? Especially when none of them have made a decent album for at least 30 years.
Well, they haven't been
so it's
relevant.
not like you're going, the last album was great, maybe this one will be great too. It's like, no, the last album was a huge disappointment. This one will probably be again. Yeah. So why are they anticipated? It was like, oh no, I want my new Rolling Stones album.
Are there people out there that just listen to they like what they like, they know who they know, and they're just going to listen to them every year? Oh, I like Bob Dylan, I'll get his album again. Of
course there are. I had a friend who used to say there's been no new good music since 1991. He would just like throw that out.
Was it? Never mind.
Partly because he wanted the argument, but he said there hasn't been anything good since 1991, and he's been saying that since 1992.
Christ. Is he deaf?
Not quite. But yeah, and streaming doesn't help with that, obviously, right?
No. Well, it should do, because it's there. Yeah. You've got no reason not to. But I suppose you don't really get excited about albums anymore because it's so instant. You haven't got the anticipation of, oh my God, it's coming out, I'm going to go buy it, I'm going to go HMV and go buy it. It's just, it comes out on Friday, I'll listen to that, I'll pre-save it.
Yeah, you can just listen to it. Yeah, I guess I was meaning, I suppose, more about the streaming doesn't help in that you can just continuously listen to the stuff that you like.
Yes, yeah.
And you'll just keep getting fed the stuff you like. Yeah. And I guess I would say, thinking from my own point of view, and this makes me feel really old, but when I was buying records, the idea of recorded music, and you're making albums and like having it on a physical format that you could go and buy and play at home, it was still quite new, relatively speaking. So there wasn't that much of it, and there was more stuff coming out all the time. Whereas if you're now, this is like, 40 years on from when I was first started buying music, there's now 40 years more music. Than there was then. And the escalation of how much music is made every year has just exponentially increased. So there is now just so much. And you've got access to all of it. You don't have, to your point, you don't have to make a choice about what you're going to listen to. You can just listen to whatever.
Well, anyone with a laptop now can make a song.
Make a song, but also listen to any song.
Yeah. Let's go back to 1991.
There's not been any good new music since 1991.
Until Geese released.
Yeah, good segue. On that note, let's go into album number 1 for 2026, for Series 3 of the Apollo podcast.
Yes. I was excited for this one because it was in the press throughout the late 25, wasn't it, saying how good this album was?
We started off at the end of last year, didn't we, looking at the who are the sort of big names that are supposed to be big in 2026. We've decided to listen to Geese. Partly, the thing about Geese that I found fascinating is, I would say, until probably maybe 6 weeks ago, and that might be being generous, I've never heard of them.
So I was been told by my mate Ollie, who's in Feet, little subtle brag there, that they're like, he kept putting in the chat, like, listen to Geese. Yeah.
How long ago?
Probably when this album came out. I heard of them. I think I heard of them before.
So that's about October last year. This album came out, I think.
Yeah, and then so more so then.
This is their third album.
Yeah.
What's the name of it again?
This is their fourth album. This one, Getting Killed.
So it's Getting Killed. Yeah. This is their third album. It came out about October.
Yeah.
And you're saying, like your mate was saying at that point, this is a good band.
Listen to this. So yeah.
I'd never heard of Geese until I was looking up the lists of what are supposedly the best albums of 2025 and the artists of 2026. So there's the next big thing and the best albums of 2025. And Geese were pretty high up on both of those lists, and I hadn't heard of them. And not so much that I hadn't heard of them, that can happen. The thing that's been incredible is, since I've heard about them, I haven't stopped hearing about them.
Yeah.
They seem to be like everywhere. Everyone's talking about Geese in the last 4 weeks.
Do you think that's partly to do with your algorithms now? Because like when you talk to people, like I seem to think that because it's all my page and everything like new metal's coming back, because all my Instagram and Facebook is filled with that and like 90s nostalgia and stuff like that. Oh, it's got to be massive. They'll go on Charlotte's, not that it'll go on Charlotte's phone, but Charlotte's phone wouldn't be that. It'd be full of like chaperone. You've started listening to Geese, so you want to get more like cookies and that, and you think in your world, it's weird now, isn't it? Because it's not just the general press and TV that everyone sees. It's on your phone now, isn't it? And
and like you said, you do get fed the stuff that you're interested in already, so it becomes a little closed circuit. But I don't even mean just so much about what I'm getting fed on social media, though. It's just like people talking about it in various different places as well. Now, and I guess there is always that element of, why is that happening? It's because I was asking people, have you heard of Geese? Yes, and then you're talking about Geese again. But even on other podcasts, other people talking about it, even sort of randomly out with the sort of thing that I might be listening to. And certainly not anything that's going to be driven, because they're not making the podcast specifically for me. So they're not going to talk about it. But also they are music-based or entertainment-based stuff that I tend to listen to. So I guess so. But it's just felt like, oh God, they're inescapable. They're everywhere. And I hadn't heard of them before.
Which I think is quite refreshing in this day and age. I think you get people like Fontaines and Sam Ryder, that bands aren't being pushed as much. And now this seems like Geese are getting up there. With especially a new band that are getting pushed. And I thought you'd really like it.
Well, I think there's a reason why they're being talked about. Let's put it that way.
Because they sound like Radiohead.
Well, I mean, there's a point. We can get into it. I think there is partly that. Like, do they sound like Radiohead? Maybe a bit.
Oh, I think massively. That and his vocals sound like Bob Dylan, I thought, that sort of vibe.
Yeah.
It's very really like throwbacky.
So for anyone who hasn't heard of Geese, now you have, and now you won't never hear about them again. So it's like I said, this is their third album, Getting Killed. They've been around, and it's third album in not a long time. It's not like they've been around for 10 years. This is third album in like 3 years or 4 years. So they've been prolific, if you like, and obviously been known about for a little while, but this latest album seems to be the one that's really captured the imagination and really crossed them over. And I think there's something in we've kept at it and we've kept putting stuff out, and it's not just been that sort of waterfall, here's another single. It feels like it's more intentional. It's like, no, we're an album. Well, interestingly, I don't know how much I think they do play quite a lot as well. I think they play live quite a lot.
As bands should.
Yes, absolutely. But I think that's helped. Because they have been out. It's not just a social media thing or an online thing. I mean, they're not making hit records. I don't think they're going to have a hit single ever.
No.
They're not that kind of band. But yeah, I would say one of the reasons why they have been identified as one of the best bands or one of the best albums. What's the best word to describe them? Interesting?
Yes.
Because I don't think lovable wouldn't be right.
No, they're a musicians sort of band, I think.
Commercial wouldn't necessarily be right. I don't even think popular would be right. No. But yeah, it was interesting not having heard them. Only having heard of a description of the band and then listening to it was an interesting experience. What did you think?
I went in with high expectations, so I knew it would be good. And I'm glad it sort of lived up to it.
They're New York. They've been described as a bit sort of strokesy.
Yes, actually. Yeah, I agree with that. I didn't actually realise the album cover had a gun onto it until I just started looking at it now in the picture. I thought it was just a trumpet. That scared me. And good. It was instantly like there was a few bits that I found hooky. Again, I don't think there's any clear singles, but I was just surprised how such a cool opening track that I wouldn't usually put at the start of an album. It's just so like, I love the different instrumentation on it. It's not all, and I've seen why now. Because the guy that recorded it, Kenny Beats, is a hip hop producer. And he does a great YouTube channel, one of my favourites, where he makes beats with all different people. Comes in, he's done it with idols, they make a beat. Great, really, really cool. I can sort of hear that influences, like hip hoppy in parts with like the very rhythmic.
And I think I'm right in saying that he sought them out. I think he said, "I want to work with you,"
really?
rather than the other way around.
Oh, cool.
I think.
That's really cool. I couldn't tell you. I've listened to that 3-4 times. I couldn't tell you any apart from Trinidad, which I think is like the opening one. I couldn't name really any tracks as of yet, but I doubt you can do that after 3-4 listens anyway. If you ask me to sing one out loud now, again, I don't think I know I said it's hooky in parts, but again, there's no like big choruses. But
No.
is that all? Does all music need that?
Well, it's hooky in a sort of slightly different way. I was thinking about this a bit more. Like you said, it isn't hooky in the sense of, oh, I've got a big chorus that I'm going to sing along to. But there's little bits in it that you go, oh, I like that bit.
Yeah.
Oh, that's quite cool.
Like it's like my mum's in
That
the shed.
sort of hooks.
There was a thing that was really cool, and I like the patterns of it, and there's like really in the pocket in parts. And I think it is going to be an album that it keeps growing and growing and growing, and then I want to go back and listen to their other albums now.
Yeah.
And see if they're similar. I can imagine they're quite experimental in how each album's a little bit different just by listening to them. What was the lead single?
I hadn't noticed the gun either. I think Trinidad was the first single, I think, which is the opening track.
Yeah.
Which, again, the opening single. I mean, it's not a single,
No.
it's a song.
Yeah.
It's obviously done as promotional.
Yeah.
I think I don't know, I can't remember the names. I think Getting Killed itself was out as a single. I could probably check if I had a quick look. I think, what were the singles? Taxis, Trinidad, and 100 Horses, I think, have been the sort of separately released tracks that have come off this album. In whatever that means in terms of common things these days.
So I'm just looking at the Instagram page. They're still so young as well, 23, the singer, and they've had 4 albums out already.
What's their Instagram following?
Ooh, that's a good point. Shall I have a look?
Numbers.
I'll have a look at their Spotify first of all.
Just out of interest.
Because again, I think they're a band. I doubt the general public. They've got 2 million monthly listeners, which is good.
It's not amazing. I mean, it is good. I mean, it's bloody good, right? But I think if you compared it to someone like the flipping Rolling Stones.
Yeah. 280,000. Yeah. So they're up and coming.
They're big, but not enormous, right?
No.
And they might never be, and this is the thing that I quite like about it, I think they might never be.
Yeah.
Like, I don't think they're going to be a million-selling act.
No.
I don't necessarily think they're going to be selling out Wembley Stadium.
No.
I don't think they're that kind of band.
Well, because I don't think
but they might
appeal to
become that kind of band, but I don't think they are. I don't think they will.
Yes. They've probably got the chops to do it and stuff, but like I said, I don't think they're going to appeal to the general public.
No.
But they're like a musos band, I think, and I think they do clever stuff.
Yeah.
That I think
I know what you mean, but I'm cautious about saying, like a musos band. Like, does that mean that you have to really understand music or really get
it's
into
not
music?
like...
I think it's just more like, I think if you like them, you'll like them.
Yeah. Yeah.
But they're not going to be for everyone.
No.
And I think also that's really great that there's that band that you're going, it's not, I don't like this, fine.
Yeah. Yeah.
We're not trying to be,
we're
not trying to be likeable.
Yeah, not like in the sense where it's like, I suppose it's a bit, I don't want to say weird in parts, but it's different.
Yeah.
They're not like shouty and be like, because sometimes that just puts people off straight away.
Yeah.
They're just like, not a pop act.
And they're recognisable instruments.
Yes, yeah,
It's
yeah.
not like weird stuff going on,
yeah.
Soundscapes and stuff, which, the Radiohead comparison that you made.
Yeah.
A lot of the sort of later Radiohead stuff was very much like, I don't even know how you made that sound.
Yeah.
I think with Geese, it's like, I can tell what that is.
Yeah. But I just thought, like, vocally, the patterns, the rhythms, I did think was, like, very, like...
I do get that. Certainly
middle
sort of,
Radiohead,
that sort of post OK Computer period in sort of Kid A and beyond.
Yes.
Yes, I do get that. I agree. Yeah. I think the vocals I find hard to get on with.
Yeah, very Bob Dylan-y, I thought.
Some of it, yeah. And there's a couple of tracks at least where I was thought, I'm not even sure he's bothered about what's going on musically behind what he's singing. He's just like, no, it's not out of key or anything, but it's like, the band's doing one thing and you're doing something else. Yeah. That's just, it sounds a bit sort of freeform made up.
Yeah.
And then there's others, like I said, that are just a bit more, I suppose, traditional in terms of their arrangement and concept, that are a bit easier to get on with.
There wasn't a single track that I didn't like. I think they're all really good. But again, there's probably not one that sort of... there's a couple that stood out.
Yeah. But
not one that's like, got to listen to that one again. But maybe it's a grower. And
I honestly, I had to work a little bit hard to like it. And I'm not sure, still not sure that I do like it. Like,
really? Yeah.
In that, this is really good and I'm going to keep going back to it. But I felt like it was worth a bit of effort.
Yeah.
And that sometimes for why would you want to make an effort? Why can't you just like it straight away? But it felt like it might be something that like you said, the more you listen to it, the more you go, yeah, this is just like, there's something about this that really works.
Yeah.
There's a good description. I heard someone say this the other day, and I thought, I know what he means. He was saying, I've been listening to Geese, and I can't really get on with what they're about. Like, I don't feel like I'm on board yet, but it's a great sound. And I thought, I think I know what you mean.
Yeah.
Like, the sound of it is great, but I'm not sure that I love all the songs or love the vocals or anything like that. But the actual sound...
Yeah, I don't know another band. Obviously, they've got Radiohead influence and stuff like that, but they're not Radiohead. I don't know another band that sounds like them at the moment.
It's interesting you said Bob Dylan. I didn't go Bob Dylan, but there was something that sounded old like that. Like there's something in the vocal stuff that's like, it sounds like a band from the 60s or something.
Yeah.
And there were definitely elements of listening to Geese that made me think, oh, now I want to go and listen to this other thing. Like Arcade Fire, I thought. There's a bit of some of that influence in there, maybe. Radiohead, like you said. I don't know if like the vocals a bit like, what's his name? Jim Morrison, The Doors.
Okay, yeah.
I don't know enough about The Doors, but that was the one that I thought, is this what he's doing?
Yeah.
And there is that sort of, it does sound a little bit Strokes, but without the lo-fi sound on it, some of it. But it's definitely, I think the main thing that I found really interesting about it is that people are losing their shit about it a bit. That there is a sort of, this is great, this is in the top 10 best albums of last year. They are going to be one of the big bands of 2026. And like, well, they're not as easy listen as previous bands that have, or artists that have been nominated for that, band of 2026. That's people that have won that in the past are like Adele and Haim and who's won it recently? Can't remember. But it's Chapel Roan.
Yeah.
It's that sort of art. It's that sort of act, and they're not that sort of act.
Which is refreshing, I think.
Really refreshing, and the fact that they're putting albums out, really refreshing.
Yeah.
They're not.
Like I said, I wonder if their other albums are more like straight up, and this is a bit of like a avant-garde sort of one.
Maybe.
But if they play like, I don't know if I'll go out my way to like get tickets to see him, but if they played a festival, I'd definitely go see him.
Yeah.
I can imagine they put on a show live. I would just wonder how they play some of it as well.
Well, there's going to be the buzz, isn't there? That's the thing. At the moment, it feels like, if you, like you said, if it was at a festival, there's going to be people going, you should go and check these out.
Yeah.
Because they're supposed to be the next big thing. Yeah. We'll go and check them out. Even if you don't love them, we should check them out.
We've seen them.
Because they might be great.
Yeah.
Or at least I can have an opinion.
Yeah.
And that's something else as well, I think. It's just to have that opinion.
Yeah.
But I say honestly, I thought maybe I would find it easier to like it. All the descriptions of it said to me, this is the sort of thing that I would like. But actually listening to it, I found a bit more challenging as an experience.
I did feel it felt like 45 minutes. I listened to it like a couple of times in a row, and I think it went really fast. And it didn't feel like it didn't feel like any effort at all to listen to.
And I think we've said before, I had no problem with having it on. It wasn't like there's albums I've had listening to and I've gone, oh God, I can't wait for this to finish, or this is really distressing me because I don't want to listen to it. This was quite easy to have on, and partly pay attention to it and not really pay attention to it. And then when I was paying attention to it, I liked it a bit more, and I noticed more about it. Let's say tracks. I like you said, I really love the opening. Because it's got a good statement, wasn't it? Nice little hooky, interesting instrumentation thing, and then it goes a bit nuts.
I've just found a description here, art rock, that describes it.
And that's you describe Radiohead in that same Talking Heads, probably art rock, Arcade Fire, probably art rock.
Never listened to Arcade Fire.
There's definitely a genre. Art rock is definitely a genre.
They described his vocals as crooning. That probably describes it quite well.
It probably does. It probably does.
That's cool.
And they're definitely a Marmite band. I think there are definitely people, and I think one of the things that I've read regularly is that it's the vocals that are putting people off more than anything else.
Well, I love that. I'd rather just go like anything that's sort of like meh. I can't stand that. Anything that's so inoffensive, I want it to be offensive. I want to be able to hate. At least you're doing something different.
I want it to be offensive.
I want to either love it or hate it. I don't want anything that's down the middle. Anything that's all right. The ones that are all right you forget about. The ones you hate you talk about. If you love it you talk about it. At least try and do something different.
I think like I said, they're very Marmite. This is the thing that I found most inspirational about the fact that this album exists, the fact that it's being recognised as one of the best albums of the year, whether you agree with that or not, because we'd have a different opinion on it, and the fact that they're being sort of pushed as this is the next big thing, because there's nothing particularly like inoffensive about them. There's nothing about them. There's nothing that sort of lovable or easy or chirpy or anything like that. This is a band that sounds to me like they're going, this is what we do. If you don't like it, we don't care. This is what we do. And we're just going to do this because this is what we do. And that's one of the things I find really inspiring. And I would love for other artists and other bands to be thinking that way. Is like that, that's just what we do. Will people like it? Don't care. This is what we do. This is our sound. This is what we've made. It doesn't sound like they're trying to be offensive or trying to be difficult or trying to be weird. They're just doing what they do.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. They're not going, oh, let's do this to be weird. That is just their sound. Yeah. And I like them more talking about it now.
Yeah. And I said, that really is the thing for me, is it gets you talking about what's it all about? What's music all about? Yeah. And as a preference for this type of thing to be, so we talked about Mercury Prize and things that are on lists, and we said when we went through that list of supposed best albums of 2025, that you said, that all sounds really mainstream, it all sounds very ordinary, it's all the things that you would expect. Yeah. To have things that you wouldn't expect on these lists, I think that's really encouraging and really promising. Yeah. And it takes you outside of that, whatever. I don't know. I'm sure there are songs on the charts, like the singles chart, that they just knock around. They either come and go and disappear in like 1 week, or they're around for weeks and weeks and weeks and weeks and weeks and weeks and never go away, because they're just on rotation. Once they've hit the top of the playlist, they stay there. Yeah. Because any time you go to your play me the top 100 songs Spotify list, it plays you the first one first. Yeah. So that's already got another play. And if you never get, so it just like feeds itself. And they just stick around for ages. So I'm pleased. I don't know that I loved this. I thought I would like it more from the description. Like, I thought it would appeal to me more instantly, I should say. From the description, I thought, this sounds like it's right up my street. My initial impression was a bit, what's this? Yeah. I'm not saying that's a bad thing. Yeah. And I'm not sure I'm going to be listening to it over and over again, and I might be as guilty as anyone else of going back to listen to things that I'm more familiar with. Yeah, true. That's what I was going to say. I instantly liked it. I didn't find anything wrong with it, and I thought this is cool, but it's not one of the ones I think I need to listen to this again. Yeah. Whereas, I'm going to save some of the singles, and I'm trying to think of like... You said we should do this for this year. Here's the question. Does it vinyl? No. Yeah, I agree. No. And I think vinyl's got a vibe to it as well. I think vinyl's got like... You've got to be like, vinyl's a mood, isn't it? I think it's that, and I suppose I sort of interpreted that question as well as, would I buy it? Yeah. Or would I listen to it? I think I'll listen to this again. Yeah. I'm not that bothered about whether I would own it, have it, put it in the collection, go and sit and listen to it. That's kind of where I felt with the Does It Vinyl as well. Does it Spotify? Yes. I think you're right. Does it? Does it go on a playlist? Yeah. One or two of the tracks. I would put this on my... Songs of 2026. I think I'd probably put Cobra on. I think that's the second track too. That I like, and maybe there might be a couple of others that I'd put on my sort of, when you come back to it 5 years later and say, what was I listening to in 2026? And you go, oh yeah, Geese, that was cool. Yeah. They might be one of those bands that in 5 years' time you go, oh, remember Geese? Yeah. Or it might be that in 5 years' time you're going, well, they went huge, didn't they? Yeah. At the moment, I suspect it's going to be the former. Yeah. I think they'll be big in their sort of field. Yeah. And I'm glad I listened to it. And like I said, I might listen to their other albums. I'm not sure. Yeah, there's so much music out there. Like I said, is it more of the same, or is it, can you hear the progression, if you like? If this is album 3, how different is it from album number 1? Yeah. Does it feel like, it's just the same thing 3 times? Yeah. Or is it, oh no, they've changed a lot in the last 3 years? That's what I'm sort of hoping it is. Yeah. I think that's quite cool if it is. Yeah. Because using Radiohead as our sort of bellwether, if you listen to the difference between the Bends and Kid A, it's like, is that the same band? And if Kid A was their first album, would that be just as big? But the fact they did OK Computer, and then they could do Kid A in the middle, it gives it more like, gives it something, doesn't it? Yeah. But yeah, I enjoyed it. Good stuff. like I say, the thing I find interesting, and doing this is interesting. We could go backwards. There's a lot, but there's so many albums that are still coming out, like and people that are doing albums that are for the album's sake. Like I say, Geese are not making singles.
Yeah.
They're not trying to have hit records.
Yeah.
They're putting out this is
The
our
body of
music.
work,
Here it
yeah.
is, body of work, and I find that fascinating that it's not going away.
Yeah.
And I think it's a great question to say, does it vinyl? I find that is a really fascinating. Like, do I want this? I was listening to the Nick Cave album again.
Oh no!
Still like
Why
it.
are you doing this to yourself?
I still love it. in fact, if anything, I like it more.
Does the vinyl know you should burn it? You should buy it, so you should burn it.
But that's one. It's an interesting question because that's one that just really works for me.
Yeah, it gives off a vinyl sort of.
Yeah.
It's the mood, as I said. Like I can imagine you putting that on. Like
Yeah.
it's sort of quite cool to put on in the background. Like,
Yeah. Just get vibey off it.
Yeah,
It's
exactly.
good. Yeah. So I think it's a really good question. Right, nice to be back.
Yes.
Thank you for listening, everyone. As you can tell, our professionalism has not improved. It's the same old stuff, but we'd love to hear from you. Let us know what you're listening to. Let us know what you think we should be listening to for the podcast. We'll do the usual ramble every week, and then we'll talk about the music that's inspiring us at the moment, or otherwise, maybe. You can find us on Instagram at Apollo Audio Podcast. You can email us at apolloaudiopod@gmail.com. And find us apollo-audio.co.uk online if you are a musician, artist, singer, songwriter, and you want to be making albums, EPs, releases. If you want to be the one that's inspiring the next lot of people and thinking, does it vinyl? That's what we want to hear from you. We'll be back next week.
Thank you, Martin.
Bye.
Bye-bye.